Boom. Okay. Mind if I turn this down, the glare on my glasses goes away. Okay. The things we learned. Hi, everybody. I wanted to welcome you today to an interview that I'm very excited to do with one of our tutor partners. I'm going to introduce you to my friend Karima, who has a company called Tutor Partners. And we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on in the world today, in the world of standardized testing, in the world of, oh my gosh, I'm now a homeschooler, and how we can relieve some stress and how tutoring might be able to help you and your family get through these odd times. So Karima, welcome to the world of Annapolis College Consulting.
Thanks, Lee. Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to be here. So I guess I'll just introduce myself first. As Lee mentioned, my name is Karima Davis, and my company is called Tutor Partners. So we work with overwhelmed middle and high, or families of overwhelmed middle and high school high achievers who are struggling with maybe a specific class in school, and they need support to just get through it all and stay on top of their grades so they can do well and excel and stay happy and healthy and balance out just their academics and their overall well-being. So that's what we do. And we do.
It's great. We love to be able to work with companies like Karima's company because there are so many things that are changing on a daily basis with us. As you all may know, the SAT was just canceled for June. They're looking at moving it to August or September. How are kids who've already studied going to study for it again? All of those things. Today, we're going to go over that. We're going to talk about my views on standardized testing, how Karima and her company may be able to help you with that. Also, virtual tutoring versus like Khan Academy, which is more self-paced, and the timing before you take a standardized test. So I'll start off by telling you guys, yes, the test has been moved. The positive point of all of that is that you have more time to study. So we're all getting to the same place at the end of the day. We're all coming into the same kind of swirling information every day at us. It's all going to be okay. We're going to figure it out. It might go online. It might not. I don't think you should worry about any of that. But what you should start thinking about is how you're going to prepare yourself. So Karima, can you go over a little bit the difference between one-on-one tutoring versus a group and versus maybe going on and digging out from Khan Academy?
Yeah, that's a great question. So what I'll start off with is the virtual tutoring, which is what we do, versus Khan Academy. So we love Khan Academy and we always recommend it for our students. We use it even sometimes within our tutoring sessions, and we also use it as a means of practice for students to hone skills that they need to work on after or in between tutoring sessions. But the difference between using Khan Academy alone for test prep, for example, or even just academic subject tutoring versus using or working with a virtual tutor one-to-one is that a student can go on and learn from Khan Academy, but there is no real life person-to-person connection. If you get stuck on a question, I mean, your student is just going to become more frustrated and just overwhelmed because right. There's nothing aside from a video to help them get to the next thing. But everyone is not going to learn right just from the video. So you have that one-to-one connection. You have that chance to ask questions live and get real live feedback, right? And then with group versus virtual, it's sort of the same thing. So, or group versus one-to-one tutoring. So with group versus one-to-one, I always prefer one-to-one tutoring because, especially with SAT prep, every student learns differently. And so you really need to have that individualized attention so that you can get, for the tutor, they need to get to know what the student's interests are. They need to really understand how that student learns.
Right.
Have that time to teach the strategies that will work for that particular student.
Right. And it seems to me like you could lose me if I was in a group and you were teaching something that I'd already mastered.
Exactly.
or if you were ahead on something that I hadn't mastered yet. So I do think, and I recommend to our parents as well, group doesn't always work to get the biggest bang for your buck, because
Mhm.
you only want to practice what you don't know. It's all about time, and we all want to help you save time.
Exactly.
Speaking of time, how much time before a standardized test should a family start to work with a tutor?
So Lee, I always recommend 3 months. So if you can give your child a solid 3 months to practice, they're gonna have the time to do all the practice they need to do, learn all the strategies they need to know, give themselves enough time to, just sharpen those skills that maybe
Right.
they've forgotten. So 3 months. If you can't do 3 months, you want to start no later than 2. But 3 months is a solid starting point for sure.
And I'll put a point in there about colleges and standardized testing. This year for the class of 2021, some colleges are choosing to go test optional. And I just want everyone to know that that does not mean test blind, especially when we're looking at the high achieving students and the high achieving universities. Now, there's schools like University of Chicago that they've been test blind or test optional for quite some time. They're looking at different pieces of the puzzle, but standardized tests, subject tests, things like that, they still do measure a student's ability to handle the rigor of those higher level colleges. So don't get
Absolutely.
confused and think that because the schools are going test optional this year, that's because we've got a glitch in the system right now and we've got COVID to deal with. But moving forward, it's a great benchmark, and I highly recommend you being prepared for it. So if families are questioning that, it's an ever-changing world, but that is definitely our stance on that. Schools
Exactly.
are closed though, so outside of that kind of testing and standardized testing, parents like myself have found that we are now the homeschool teachers. And Karima, I never learned Common Core math. I'm carrying the one. I don't know how to help my kids with that. And please, I don't even know if I ever took physics. So talk to me a little bit about how you might be able to come in and save the day while we are trying to figure out this new paradigm.
Yes, for sure. So what I always say when I'm telling parents right now is don't overwhelm your child. Don't have them just, don't stress yourself out. Don't stress them out. Um, get help right away. If you know that the teacher is not there, especially if they're in high school and they're learning physics, chemistry, trigonometry, calculus, get some support. We offer one-to-one tutoring for students. It doesn't have to be a whole 6-8 month package. We understand that school only has, maybe there's only 2 months left from now. We can come in and help for that time. And then you can decide if you want to continue through the summer. You never know. You might decide to. I mean, we've had students who, just the other day, she was struggling with chemistry, a 10th grader, and really overwhelmed, and she got help. She didn't wait until she was completely overwhelmed and ready to give up, but we got her a tutor. She was able to meet with the tutor. After the first few lessons, she felt so much more confident, and just she started working through, and I got great feedback from her family that she is on the right track now. So you don't want to wait until your student or your child gets so overwhelmed or that you're so stressed out. Just
Right.
support today. We're here.
I agree. It's about the student. We want the best for our students, but listen, we're all trying to maintain some sense of sanity in this world that we're living in now, that I have total confidence we're going to come out of, and we're going to be fine. But
Me
while we're
too.
here, there are tools that we can use. And what I love about Karima is she sees the whole student. She sees their individual needs, and is this warm, comforting blanket. So that's what we're all looking for. We're looking for kindness and love and people to help us. So I am just so thankful that you spent time with us today. Can you share with people how they can get in touch with you so that you can save our families in this odd time, please?
Surely. So you can reach us by calling us at 800-781-2725, or you can even email me at kdavis@mytutorpartners.com, and our website is mytutorpartners.com. So either way, anyway, Facebook, LinkedIn, we're there to check us out at Tutor Partners, or you can just send me a message. My name is, again, Karima Davis.
So I will vouch for her. We've had some families work with Karima. What I love that her company does is they do have a full report of the tutoring sessions. So you don't need to be there hovering over anybody's shoulder. You really understand where your student is in that process, where any positives, negatives, needs of help are there. And it makes you feel really good when you come back out of it, because people connect differently with your children. And it's a wonderful relationship to have. So we're glad that you're here. I'm glad that I met you. I love networking with small businesses. We met while we were celebrating another good friend of ours at an event, and you never know who's going to come into your life at the right time. So thank you so much, Karima, and her 4 children. 5 children that she homeschooled. 5 children that she homeschooled. This lady knows what she's talking about. This lady. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Lee.
Have a good day.
You too. Bye.